Hello students, so we have already discussed the topic circles from the chapter geometry. So we were already in the exercise 11C where we have already discussed question number 1, 2 and 3 earlier. Now the remaining questions are 4, 5 and 6 which are the application based questions on circles. So if I go through the first question, it says do as directed. Do as directed means there are some statements given here. They have said you what you have to do. Accordingly you have to do the answer. So the first statement says mark a point in the middle of the page of your notebook and name it P. So you'll take your copy. In the middle of the page of the copy, you will mark a point P. You'll mark a point and name it as P as said in the question. Now what is the second part of the question say? With P as center, draw a circle of radius 5 cm. So the question says that after you mark the point P, take it as center means the circle center. So you'll take it as center and take a radius of 5 cm. As you can see, I've taken the point A at 5 cm mark, as you can see here. So I've drawn that line segment. So this is the radius. So I've already taught you earlier how to draw a circle. So I've drawn the radius 5 cm. I've marked this point as A. The next step is that you will take your compass, you'll put it at the center, adjust it up to the point A. So you'll adjust up to the point A like this, okay, and then draw the circle. So the first part of the question is done. Now because these are based on diagram, so I have nothing to write, no statement to write here, so I've just put here A number 4A when I've drawn this circle. Now the second part of the question says mark a point Q anywhere on the circle you have drawn. So I've drawn this circle. Now on this circle means on this boundary, take a point Q. I have taken the point Q here in the bottom part of the circle. You can take it anywhere, here, wherever you want. Just why I have taken it here, so that I don't have the problem of getting space to draw, because your copy sizes, this page is quite bigger but your copy size page will be smaller, so it's better if you draw in the lower part of the circle. So I've taken a point here in Q. Now the question says taking this Q as center, with Q as center, you have to draw another circle of radius 3 cm. So now taking Q as the center, I have taken Q as the center, and as you can see, I have taken 3 cm radius here up to the point B. So this is a 3 cm radius. Now using the compass again, with Q as the center and radius up to 3 cm. Let me adjust the compass first. Okay, so after taking the radius like this, you will draw this circle. Okay, so it's not possible for me to draw with one hand, holding the compass in one hand, so I have already drawn it earlier, but I'm showing you how to do it. Actually, you will take this Q as center and take 3 cm radius, put the compass here and draw this circle. So that is how the circles are done. Now once this is done, I have written the radius here. This was 5 cm radius, this is 3 cm radius. Now thus this is the second part of the question, so I have named numbered as B here. Now what is number C saying? What are the diameters of the circles you drew? So you have drawn two circles. Obviously they will have some diameters. You have to find out the diameters. You don't need to draw the diameter, you have to just find out the measurement of the diameter. So we have already learned in the previous class that if radius is given, how to find the diameter? Whenever radius is given, simply multiply the radius with 2 to get diameter. So similarly here also, we know the radius of the first circle, that is 5 cm, and we also know the radius of the second circle, which is 3 cm. So what will you do is that diameter of first circle 2 into 5 by 5, because 5 is the radius of the first circle, that is 10 cm. Diameter of second circle 2 into 3, because 3 is the radius of the second circle, so 2 3 is 6 cm. So I'm repeating what I've done here. If you see in question number 4A, they say that first you mark a point in the middle of the page and name it as P. So I've marked a point here in the middle of the page and I've named it as P. Now taking P as the center and radius 5 cm, you have to draw this circle. After you draw this circle, in number B they have said take a point Q on this circle anywhere. I have taken it here, you can take it anywhere, but better if you take it in this portion so that you do get the enough space to draw the circle. So I've taken a point Q here. Now taking this point Q as the center and radius 3 cm, I have drawn another circle. So the two part of the question done. Now the third part of the question says find the diameter of both the circles. So to find the diameter of the circles, we just need the radius. So here the radius is 5 centimeter. So diameter of first circle is 2 into radius. We know the formula that if I do 2 into radius, I'll get the diameter. So 2 into radius, that is 2 into 5, 10. And here it is 3 centimeter. So 2 into 3, 6 centimeter. So that is how you're going to do it in your copy. So I hope you have understood this question. Now let us go to number 5. Question number 5 says, measure the radii. Radii, remember, plural of radius. When more than one radius is there, we call it as radii. So measure the radii OA, OB and OC in the given figure. So here are three figures. Here is a figure where the radius OA, OB and OC are there. You have to measure the radius. So let's see what is OA. Always start measuring from the 0 mark. Don't start from 1. So when I take it like this, so see where it is. Just hold on. Yeah. So this is 0 to 1 and this is up to 2. But the point is touching at the middle part of this 1 and 2. What is this? Let us see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is at the 0.5 mark. So the length of this radius will be 1.5 centimeter. So it is 1.5 centimeter. Similarly, if I see this one, the radius OB, so here also you see it is touching at the same point, 1.5. That means this is also 1.5 centimeter. Now if I go to the last radius, that is OC, so let's see where it comes. I'm starting with the point 0. Okay, as you can see here also the point is touching at the 1.5 mark. So this is also 1.5 centimeter. So what do you get here? In question number 5, we got that all the radius, that is OA, we got 1.5 centimeter. OB also we got 1.5 centimeter, and OC also we got 1.5 centimeter. So I've measured all the all the radius and I've got the measurement. Now what the question says, what do you observe? So what do we observe here? That all the radius of the circle are same in length. That means if you take one circle and you measure all the radii there, they will be of the same length. So you'll write here OA, OB and OC are equal. So that is what about the three radius that you have measured here. All of them are equal. So you'll write OA, OB and OC are equal. Now the last question, we can write it in the, I'm writing in the book now, but when you'll write in the copy. So it's about true and false. A line fixes a direction and has no definite length. Now what about this? A line fixes a direction and has no definite length. Now what do we know about line? We know that, just hold on. We know that this is a line which has no endpoints. We know this. That means, and we also know that a line does not have any length. We cannot fix the length. So it is said that a line fixes a direction. Fixes a direction means there is a direction. This arrowhead means what? This arrowhead means that in which direction you will extend the line. So it has a direction, but it has no definite length. So that means the statement is correct. It fixes direction. This is one direction and this is one direction. But does it have any definite length? No, because I can make it even bigger. I can make it even bigger. I can make it more bigger, and it will keep on increasing. So there is no fixed length. So the statement will be true. Next, a diameter of a circle is a ray. Now what do we mean by ray? Ray is this, where one end is fixed and the other end has a direction which keeps on increasing. But what is the diameter? A diameter is a line segment passing through the center of a circle, and it has fixed length. As we have seen earlier also, we can find the length of diameter. We have found the length of diameter. So that means diameter has a length, but ray doesn't have a length because ray will keep on increasing. So that is a false statement, because a diameter is not a ray, but it's a line segment. Concentric circles have the same center. Let us recall the topic. Concentric circles we have discussed earlier, that we can, taking a fixed center and with different radius, we can draw many circles. So that means yes, this is true, that concentric circles have the same center. Next statement, the length of the radius of a circle is 1/4 that of the diameter. Now that is false. Length of the radius of a circle. If I take a red circle and if I take the radius and the diameter, we know that radius is half of diameter. We have done this. We have done the sums on this formula. The radius is always half of diameter. Divided by 2 means half of diameter. But here it is saying that 1/4. 1/4 means divide by 4. So it is wrong. So it is not correct. So it is false. A line segment has only 2 points. Now that is false. You might be thinking how it is false. It is correct only that this is one end point, this is one end point. So it has 2 points. The question doesn't say endpoints. The question says only points, and there are not only 2 points, there are many points here. The entire line segment is made up of many points. If the question has said that a line segment has 2 endpoints, then it is correct, but it is not 2 endpoints, it is just 2 points. So that means it is wrong. From here till here there are many points, uncountable points here. So that's a false statement. So that's all. This is the last question of this exercise, and we have also come to an end of this chapter. Most probably, yeah, this is the end of this chapter also. So these are the application based questions on circles. I hope you have understood. If any doubt regarding any question in the next GMIT, you can clear it from me. Now, because I did not do it in this in the GMIT, because holding mobile in one hand and drawing the circle with another hand is not possible. So that's why I have done it in the video. And if any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. And also we have completed this chapter, and then we'll start the data handling chapter. Thank you.